Welcome to Build Bytes Daily. Okay, we're not wasting any time today because we have an incredibly urgent security alert for everyone in the React ecosystem. This is something you absolutely need to know about, like right now.
So let's start with this number right here, 10.0. Now, this isn't some grade on a test. Nope, this is a CVSS severity rating, and 10.0 is as bad as it gets. It's the highest possible risk score, signaling a critical vulnerability that requires your immediate attention, especially if you're using React on the server.
And here's the official name for it, CVE 2025-5582. Look, when you see a designation like this pop up for a library that's probably in, half your projects, it's really time to just stop what you're doing and listen up.
So let's break this down. What exactly is this vulnerability? Let's get right to the heart of the problem.
Okay, so what we're dealing with here is a remote code execution vulnerability, or RCE for short. And what that means, in plain English, is that some random person on the internet, an unauthenticated attacker, could potentially run their code on your server. It's like handing the keys to your house over to a stranger. For any web app, this is pretty much the worst-case scenario. It doesn't get much more serious than this.
And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. This quote is pulled straight from the official React team's blog post. They're not mincing words here. There's no, if you have time, or consider this. It's a direct, we recommend upgrading immediately. No debate, no waiting around.
So where is this bug hiding? Well, it's buried deep in how React server components decode data. But here's the really important part that might catch you off guard. Even if you're not actively using server functions yourself, you could still be vulnerable. Just having the packages that support them in your project is enough to open the door.
All right, that naturally leads to the big question you're probably asking yourself right now. Is my app affected? So let's figure that out. We're going to break it down so you can go check your projects immediately. Okay, I want you to literally go and check your package.json file right now. If you see any of these packages, React Server DOM Webpack, React Server DOM Parcel, or React Server DOM TurboPack, you need to look at the version number. If it's 19.0, 19.1.0, 19.1.1, or 19.2.0, your application is vulnerable, period.
And, this isn't just about those specific packages. It has a huge ripple effect across the whole ecosystem. We're talking about some of the biggest names out there. Next.js, of course, React Router if you're using their unstable RSC APIs, Waku, Expo, even bundler plugins from Parcel and Vite. If any of these are in your tech stack, you absolutely need to be paying attention.
Okay, enough of the scary stuff. Let's get to the most important part of this whole thing, how to fix it, right now. We're going to walk through the exact steps you need to take to patch your apps and get back to safety.
Now, I know a ton of you are using Next.js, so let's start there. The Next.js team has done a fantastic job releasing patches for pretty much every recent version. All you have to do is find the release line you're on in this table and run the command right next to it. It's that simple. Seriously, feel free to pause right here, find your version, and copy that command. And if you're not on Next.js, don't worry. The fix is pretty similar across the board. The general rule is update to the latest version. So for React Router users experimenting with RSC, you'll want to update your core React packages. For Expo or Redwood, it's about updating React Server DOM Webpack. Waku, update Waku. Vite, update the RSC plugin. You see the pattern here, right? Just get your core React server packages and any related framework plugins to the latest stable release.
Okay, so hopefully you've paused and are running those updates. Now that the immediate danger is being handled, let's take a quick look behind the curtain. How did this even happen? And how is it fixed so fast?
So here's the attack in a nutshell. An attacker basically crafts a poisoned package of data and sends it to your server. Your React server gets this package and tries to open it up or, deserialize it to see what's inside. And bam, that's when the trap springs. The malicious code gets executed and the attacker is in.
Now, check out this timeline. This is what a well-oiled security response looks like. The vulnerability was privately reported on November 29th, and by December 3rd, a fix was already published on NPM for everyone. We're talking just 4 days from discovery to a public patch. That's an absolutely incredible coordinated effort from the researcher, from Meta, and from all the other partners. This is open source working at its best.
And we really have to give a huge thank you to the person who found this, Lachlan Davidson. Finding a critical bug like this is one thing, but reporting it privately and responsibly, that's what protects the entire community. It's a massive service to all of us who build on this tech.
So as we wrap this up, it kind of leaves us with one last really important question to ask ourselves. You can write the most secure code in the world, but your app is only as strong as its weakest dependency. So honestly, is your team's process ready for this? When an urgent zero-day alert like this drops, are you prepared to act immediately? It's definitely something worth thinking about.
All right, that's it for this emergency update. The main takeaway, go get your apps patched now. And if this quick guide helped you out, do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for Build Bytes Daily. We're here to bring you these essential updates as they happen. Stay safe, everyone.